So I think by now, 95% of us would agree that E3 was pretty much a complete shit show. Capcom did not bring it very much. Square Enix had made some really bad decisions in my opinion. Really focusing on the mobile demographic. That's cool and all, but that's just not for me. PlayStation obviously has their own thing going on, so Sony didn't even show up. The one that I did think that knocked it out of the park, though, was Xbox. I thought they did a really good job. Overall, though, the whole entire show was just pretty much lackluster and a complete turd. However, where there's turds, there is always a diamond. And with that being said, I'd like to talk about my top 5 games showcased at E3.
Approaching the Motherlode. I can't believe I'm really here. Psychonauts headquarters. Look at all these.
I'm going to give number 5 to Psychonauts 2. I can remember playing the original on the original Xbox and having a ton of fun with it. You know, it's one of those like action platformer / adventure game type scenarios, you know, in the ranks of like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, you know, the gist of it, you know. But yeah, really fun game, and I am looking forward to it. Number 4 goes to Salt and Sacrifice. I believe this is a direct sequel to Salt and Sanctuary, which I actually was unaware of, believe it or not. But I'm going to go back and check that out too. But this game looks like a lot of fun. It looks like it has like the Souls series type difficulty, but in a different, you know, like type style game, different art style and all that. But it looks like a hell of a lot of fun. Kind of puts me in the mind of like action RPG hack and slash with like regular like kind of like JRPG elements as well. But yeah, it looks like total fun. Number 3, guys. This next one just has me really excited because I know it's not too exciting for a lot of you because you have previously had it on the Nintendo Switch. However, I've been holding out to get it on other consoles because I'm mostly an Xbox guy for the most part. And they finally announced the release for Hades, and I couldn't be more happy. You know, it's a hack and slash roguelike type game, right up my alley. If it has swords and it has demons or monsters, man, I'm all about it. You guys know me by now. Super stoked for this one.
I'm here to kill chaos. That's my mission.
My number 2 may come as a shock to everybody because I don't talk a whole lot about this series.
Looks like
and number 3 would have to go to Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. The reason I don't really get into Final Fantasy these days is because I didn't like the direction, you know, that they took, really. I know everybody's really enjoying it, and I do enjoy watching it. It's a really good time. But for me, I like the classic, you know, turn-based style JRPG. But this one has me intrigued. It's literally, guys, like Souls type game in the Final Fantasy, you know, universe. But it looked phenomenal. I know a couple people on my Twitter were like turning a cold shoulder to it, but I think this has a lot of potential. And, you know, From Software is excellent for a reason, guys. Before I announce what my number 1 is, I want to put the spotlight on some honorable mentions. They didn't make my top 5 list, but I think these games look absolutely phenomenal.
You have been chosen by the gods to protect this realm. But your first task is to find some new clothes that aren't as drafty. Your tribe's journey starts in the wilderness. Hunt down pelts, gather rare resources, and explore the untamed world.
Alrighty guys, it's time to find out what my number 1 game from E3 was.
Evil has survived.
Those who know me well, we're not going to have a hard time figuring out what my number 1 spot was, guys. Yes, my number 1 is Diablo 2 Resurrected. I am beyond stoked to go back to Sanctuary and kill demons and monsters and zombies and play all the classes again. I got to bring out my Barbarian, man. I'm super excited. I've been waiting on this for a really long time. We've known that it was coming out for quite a while. We just didn't get a release date, and we finally do. And that's just super sweet. It's going to be on all platforms, I believe. Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, PC, you name it. It's going to be just so stellar. And I plan on buying a copy for every system. So even if it's not cross-play, like they're rumored to be, I'm definitely going to be able to play it with whoever. So, yeah. But, my number 1 spot was Diablo 2.
Darkest hour, but it will be your greatest moment.
Thanks for watching, guys. Stay awesome.